Hey everyone, this is Thecos. This is week 6 of us covering the games entered into the 2021 Solitaire Print and Play Game Design Contest currently hosted on BoardGameGeek. This week we will be covering the following games. One player will be skipping this week but might be showcasing Invasion or Bogbrook Dungeon later on. Solo McLachlan, aka Flying Solo Games, will be presenting Paper Bag Dungeon. Berserker Kulava will be playing Return from Vega. Pasian's show will be showing you Behind the Iron, and I will be bringing you the deck building game Journey with Zombies. Links to all these videos and my playlist will be in this video's description as usual. Alright, that should be all. Have fun with watching me attempt to escape Europe in the deck building game Journey with Zombies. Hello everyone, this is Thecos. I'm back with another entry for the 2021 Solitaire Print and Play Game Design Contest, currently hosted on BoardGameGeek. Today I'm bringing you Journey with Zombies, which is a deck building and surviving game in which we try to cross the United States from west to east and then catch a transport to Europe to be safe. But before I will play through the game, I'm just going to quickly set it up. Alright, and that already is the setup for the game. As you can see, quite a lot of different decks of cards here I'm playing with, but I will guide you through that in a moment. There are a few cards that I left out. These with the star in the upper right corner, as you can see. These cards are rewards for having specific achievements. So if you look at the rules, you can see a few achievements you can get. So for example, win a game with a score of 1 or less, which is pretty bad, but then you have a specific epilogue you can read because something specific happens. So it's a little bit of story elements in there too. And you can unlock hope, for example, which is that gal over here. So in the next playthrough, you have one more card that is good, that can help you. And there are specific special cards you can unlock with that. So I don't know, maybe we can unlock something today. I don't know, maybe. But that being said, we don't play with these cards at the moment. Alright, and before we get started, let me check if the lighting is okay. Okay, so like that it should work. And alright, so our goal, you see we are here in the west, our goal is to go to the east. We have specific things we can do during a turn. So morning, evening and night, it's all predetermined what we can do and what happens. But in the daytime, we always have the choice between exploring, which is working with the cards that I drew from the deck this turn. Or we can travel, which means we can go to another city. And then we always have to pay what is there in between those cities. I will get to that later. Or we can survive with just getting 3 food. And speaking of food, you see we have 3 trackers here. One of them is food, which also determines how many cards we can pull that round with the volunteer marker here. Then also we have valuables that can be important, and also we have munition, ammo. And at the end there will be one transporting, one specific kind of transport that can get us to Europe, but we need to pay something, either ammo or food or valuables, or usually a combination of 2 at least of those. I don't know yet what transport that is. I will turn over that card when I'm over there. So there can be a plane, a boat, or something else. I'm not quite sure what the third one was. But the plane, for example, I think I need valuables and ammo for that. And for the transport, for the ship, I need something else. I think food and munition or something like that. So we don't know yet what we need to accumulate until then. But you do see that food is of course very important, because we lose 1 food each turn, and also we need to pay food to get to the east there, especially if you take that route up here. Okay, and that is pretty much how everything works. So we will always start with morning. We discard our played cards, we don't have any yet. Then we refresh our offers. That's something we need to start with now. So we will first turn over 5 cards from the Findings deck. You can see it on camera. It's a little bit tight, but it is good enough at least. So these, all right, so we can choose from these findings here whenever we have a card that lets us look for findings, so to speak. And also we always have 5 survivors here we can choose from, because we can recruit 1 survivor each round. And this is where the deck building aspect comes in the most. Also with the findings, but mostly with the survivors and with the zombies that are over here. Alright, then we always check the volunteer marker, always needs to be put where our food marker is. So for these 3, we get 4 cards over here. So that's fine, the morning phase is already done. So, and then we draw these 4 cards here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 4 cards here that we place in our exploration area. So 4 cards means we need to have 4 cards here that consists of survivors and or zombies. If we draw any findings, any objects like ammo box, shotgun, whatever is up there, they don't count towards that limit. So we always need to have 4, let's say, creatures down here. Let me put it this way. All right, now it's daytime. We can either explore, travel, or survive. Explore would mean that we work with these effects here from these cards. Let me check. That is not very interesting this round, as you can see, because we don't have any zombies yet in here, because zombies might be a problem. But you see here, if we spend a bullet, we can get rid of zombies in our area, but there are no zombies. And also, she can also get rid of a zombie. So that doesn't make any sense. We don't need any of that. So I will not explore this round. I will most likely start traveling, because we want to get there as soon as possible so we know what we need over there. That is very important. And I still have enough food for now. I will probably get some food next round. So I'm gonna travel over here. Then I'm crossing that marker here. That one means we need to take a zombie, take a look at the zombie, and put it in our discard pile over here. I'm just gonna put the discard pile like this. So we would have our first zombie, which is not a good one, because you see, if we can't defeat that when it's in our area, then we get another zombie here. It's a screamer, and screamer always attract more zombies. Okay, and that was already our day phase. We chose, of these 3 actions, we chose to travel. We did that. So now it's the evening phase. In the evening phase, we always lose 1 food because we need to feed our survivors. And also we can recruit a new survivor card from here. So let's see. This guy's pretty good actually, because he could give us 2 food. That's not too bad. What else would we have? Well, these there we can refresh, like put new survivors in our area. That's okay. Getting rid of a zombie is not too bad either. And repelling a zombie is even maybe a little bit better, because then we do have the chance of drawing another zombie. It's not completely gone, but we don't have to spend ammo, and we don't have a lot of ammo at the moment, as you can see. But I think I will go for the food first. So we will take that survivor, and the important thing is that survivor goes on top of our deck, not in the discard pile. So that means that we can work with that survivor next round. All right, and then we have the night phase. Night phase means we draw a new zombie. Take a look at that. It's only a walker, so it's not as bad. And we put it in the discard pile. And also we perform all effects of zombies in our play area, but we don't have any zombies there, so that's fine. And you see, and that was already an entire game turn. And now we discard, now we are in the morning phase again. We discard all played cards. We refresh all the offers here. So we took a survivor, so we will put a new one there. Oh, he's pretty cool. So he can, I think, I would have to take a look, but I think he can give us a finding. And also, but then also add a zombie to our deck. But these findings aren't too bad. These can be quite helpful. Alright, so the volunteer marker is still correct there. And we draw 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And put them here in our area. Ooh, we have an old car. Interesting. Which we definitely don't need. Okay, I'm thinking about exploring this turn, because you see there is a finding here in the lower left card, this one. So we could choose one of these things here, but we will also have to add a zombie here. But we can add 2 food with Carlos, so that's not too bad. The walker is a little bit, well, the walker is fine too. Or what we could also do is continue traveling. But I think, well, we could also travel up here. That's something we could also do. But I think I'm going to do that next round. I'm going to explore this round. So let's choose one of these findings. Revolver isn't too bad, but we can get that with Survivors 2. Valuables. We might need valuables later on for our cargo here. And valuables are pretty hard to get, actually. But ammo is also very important. So, I think we will take the safe, to be honest. Yeah, we will take the safe. But the second effect Bradley gives us here is adding another zombie to our discard pile, so we will do that. A mutant giant, he can destroy barricades that we build. Or he ignores barricades at least. And then we have Carlos, we will use him too to get 2 food, which is not bad. And that was already our daytime phase. Evening, we will lose 1 food or 1 supply. Then we can take a survivor. This one, I wanted to take this one here, right? But this one costs 1 food, which is fine. We have enough food. Put that there. And then we have the night phase. There we get a new zombie. Oh, so many screamers. That is not too good. You see, we're really getting a lot of zombies at the moment. And then we look at the effects here. We have 1 zombie in our play area, but it doesn't have an effect, so it's fine. So why does it matter to have these zombies in our play area if they don't do anything? Well, we are only able to travel if we have more survivors in the play area than zombies. So these zombies really clog up our deck. And if we have like more zombies than survivors here in the play area, then we're not able to travel. Also, I forgot to take 1 extra card because the item here doesn't count towards the limit, but I'll try to think of that beginning next round. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now we have the new morning phase, so let's discard all of that. Then the volunteer marker still is fine. We need to refresh our offers here. Backpack, not too bad. The backpack actually gives us a new finding every time we have it, so that might be a good idea to get, but we need a survivor that I can actually use it. So I will get to that in a little bit. And we draw 4 new cards again. Alright, and then our deck would be empty. Okay, we have Rebecca, Giles, Kevin. We have a safe, but that doesn't count towards the limit, so we need to draw another card. Let me just quickly shuffle the discard pile. And we have a Screamer. Okay, so let's see. So the safe can't be used. So now let's talk about how to use items. That safe over here cannot be used because it has like this wrench in the top right, or half of a wrench, and we wouldn't need a character here with the other half of the wrench, as you can see down here. So here we have a bulb, lightning bulb, or here we have a crosshair, but we don't have any wrenches. So we do need characters with wrenches later on. I see 2 here, so might be an idea to get these 2 at some point. So we can't use the save this round. We could repel a zombie and draw a new card, but I don't really see the worth in that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna continue traveling. So let's travel. Where do we travel? Let's maybe travel up there. I think let's travel up here. So then we add one zombie to our discard pile. That was our daytime action already, and now we lose a supply again, and we get a new survivor. Let's take 1 with a wrench here. Let's take Dev. Why not? And then we have the night phase, so we get a new zombie, which is just a walker. Doesn't have an effect. That is okay. And then we have, and now we do have zombie effects. You see, we have the Screamer that we didn't defeat this round. So he will bring another zombie into our neighborhood, so to speak. It's another walker. Okay, and that was already it. Now we are back in the morning phase. Let's discard all these cards here. Refresh the survivors. Also, one thing, if there is a specific survivor that I don't want to take, then we can also discard, like throw away 1 survivor completely. That one is then out of the game. So yeah. Okay, then we check here. We need to put our volunteer marker down here, and we only draw 3 cards this round. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so what do? We have a screamer here, but we can't travel. Oh, we need food. We definitely need food. I think I'm gonna survive this round. That's the third action that I haven't taken yet, and that lets me just gain 3 food. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because if we travel now, we lose 2 food, and then we lose 1 more food at the end of the round. Well, then we would still have enough food, and I could gain new food next round, right? Because this round I can travel. I have 2 survivors and I have 1 zombie, so that would work. You know what? Let me do that. Let me just travel, so we lose 2 food again. Because we don't lose if we have 0 food. We just have an issue if we don't have any food that we can spend. Okay, and then we lose 1 food. In the evening phase, that's fine. Then we can take a new survivor. We would need a wrench, definitely. But like having like 2 food here would be great too. Repelling a zombie wouldn't be too bad either. Let's take the one with the... No, we can't take the one with the 2 food because we wouldn't need to pay food. Let's take this one then. That one is free. Okay, then night phase. We draw a new zombie, which is another walker again. Put it in our discard pile. And then we have zombie effects. The screamer brings another buddy with him or her. A walker. Okay, cool. And that's pretty much it. So we discard all the cards here. Refresh here everything. Oh, nice. Another food guy. And then we put the marker over there and we draw only 2 cards this round. And that is 1 survivor, 1 zombie. You see, now we wouldn't be able to travel because we don't have more survivors than zombies in our play area. But I don't want to travel anyway. I'm just going to survive. So what did I do here? Oh, it's the wrong way, like this. So I'm going to survive. That means 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to gain 3 food this round. That was already it. So I lose 1 food again, or 1 supply. We can get a new survivor. Let's save our food for now. And let's take this guy who gives us 2 food. And then we get a new zombie too. That's a walker again. We have a lot of zombies in our decks now. But you see, we are already almost at the East Coast. But we don't have any ammo, we don't have a lot of food, we don't have any valuables. So we still need to work on that somehow. But we can still do that when we're over there. So last time I did it differently. I stayed a long time in this region here and just built up my deck. And then I went to the east. That did work out. But I think this time I'm just going to try this strategy. Okay, so we added a new zombie, I think, right? Yeah, we already added the zombie, I think. I hope so. So we now are in the morning phase of the next day again. Discard cards. Refresh that here. Oh, she can place a barricade. That's not bad. Because the barricade lets us ignore the night phase completely, which is really nice. So we don't get a new zombie and we don't have any zombie effects. But there are specific zombies that can cancel that out. But she is really good. I think I'm going to spend a valuable next round to get her. Okay, so the volunteer marker is back there. So we get 3 cards again. Let's see what we get there. Food. The car cannot be used by anyone. And food again. Oh, I think that's what we're going to do. We are going to explore, probably. Okay, so that is pretty cool. I'm going to explore this round. And I will activate Victor and also Carlos. And we get 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's quite a lot. Alright, evening phase. We lose a supply. We get a new survivor. I really want to have Stana. I want to have her. So she's great. She's going to cost us 1 valuable down here. And then we have the night phase. We get a new zombie in our deck. It's a walker again. And we don't have any zombie effects here. So we are at the morning phase. Again, discard all of that. Refresh this. The volunteer marker goes up here and we get 4 cards. Right, Stana. So all the night phase is completely cancelled out this round, which is nice. So let's see. Bradley could get us a finding because we don't have any ways to get ammo at the moment, right? So the ammo box might be an idea actually. That might be an idea. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. But getting a zombie and getting an ammo box, I don't know if that's going to help us that much this round. I think I'm rather gonna be traveling, right? I think I'm rather gonna be traveling this round. So we're gonna travel over here. That means we will get 2 new zombies in our discard pile. A walker, now you see we are at the level 2 cards. And a mutant screamer. Okay, put these there. You see these have different symbols. These are the normal zombies that can be usually killed if you have like such a card, for example. And often these have you have a harder time killing these zombies with that symbol. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Okay, so we did that. Now we have the evening phase. We lose a supply again, which is fine. And we get a new survivor. I'm not quite sure. I would actually like to spend food for survivor, so we only draw 3 cards, so we don't have to shuffle the discard pile yet. So, we need food. We definitely need food to get over here. So let's take Anton, and that will cost us 1 food. That's fine. And the night phase doesn't happen because Stana has built a barricade for this round. Okay, so we discard the cards again. We refresh everything here. What do we get? Oh, and now we also get the better survivors, as you can see here. So she gives us 3 food, but oh wow, she's expensive. All right, and we draw 3 cards. Okay, we could travel again, but we don't have enough food for that. So I'm gonna, we are not gonna explore because he's gonna give us 2 food, but if we survive, we can get 3 food, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna survive, get 3 food here, then evening phase, lose a supply, get a new survivor. Well, they're getting expensive now, and I don't really like all of these survivors too much, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to take any. I think I'm just going to discard one of them, like this guy, for example. I think that's fine for now. Well, but then again, we do need survivors, right? You know what? I'm going to spend 1 food to get this Noah guy here. Get Rosa, because she can actually kill zombies, so that's not too bad. I think that's okay. Let's not discard any survivors yet. We do need them. Okay, night phase. We get a new zombie. It's a screamer again that can attract other zombies. Okay, and no zombie effects here, so we are in the next morning phase. What did I want to... Oh, yeah, right. Morning phase, so volunteer marker goes up there. We refresh everything here, and we draw 4 cards. That's 1, 2. So you see, this is a zombie here. Oh, this is a zombie here that cancels out barricades in case we build any this round. Look how large our deck is by now, but there are a lot of zombies in there, so we might have a hard time traveling over there. So I think I'm going to travel over there as soon as I can. So that's 4 cards, Wendy, and a screamer. Okay. So what do we do? So we can't travel because we have too many survivors here. We could spend a bullet to kill one of these survivors, to kill one of these zombies, I mean. But then again, we could also just go over here and then accumulate new food. Oh, we can't travel, right? But let's survive this round, get 3 more food, because then we can travel over there next round, maybe. I think that's a good idea. Okay, so evening, we lose a supply, and we take a new survivor. Well, who do we take? Well, oh, there is an item here that shouldn't be there. Let me just put that here and get a new survivor out like this. They are all very expensive. Let's take Noah. He's okay. He's gonna cost us 1 supply. That's fine. And then we are at the night phase. So new zombie. Oh, mutant killer. Oh, he's actually gonna kill survivors. So he's gonna be very dangerous. But let's see, our deck is still pretty large here, so maybe we don't even have to shuffle him back into our deck. And then zombie effects. Well, the screamer attracts another zombie, which is another screamer. Okay. So next morning, discard all of that, and let's hope that maybe next round we can travel, because then we have pretty good chances of winning the game. Okay, so that one is still there. That's fine. We refresh this one here. Oh, that's a pretty good one. He actually doesn't... You actually don't need a bullet to use him. And we draw 4 cards again. Uh-oh. Can we travel? Yes, we might be able to travel. Okay, then... Well, not really. You know what? I'm just gonna survive again because we can't travel at the moment. And I could repel a zombie, but then we have already explored and can't travel anymore. So I'm just gonna survive and get 3 supplies again. Right, so we lose 1 supply again and get a new survivor. Let's take Lewis for now because he is cheap. And that's almost it. Then we get a new zombie in the night phase, which is another walker. And there are no zombie effects here. Alright, so the next morning. Let's refresh that. This one is still correct. We get 4 cards again. Let's hope we get 3 survivors. That doesn't look good. Nope, not at all. Not at all. You know what? I'm going to survive again. Get more supplies, because then we can also draw more cards. That might be helpful. You never know. Alright, so we lose a supply again. So and now we have an issue because we can't really afford any survivors except one of these that cost a lot. But I think Gordon might be quite nice. He could help us get rid of a few zombies. So let's take Gordon, 1 supply and 2 ammo. So we don't have any ammo anymore. Then we draw a new zombie, which is a walker again. We have no zombie effects here that take place, so the night, we survived the night. Alright, volunteer marker over there, and we now draw 5 cards. 2 survivors, 3 survivors, perfect. We can travel now. Oh wow, but look at what we could do if we actually stayed. We could get 6 food now. Oh, that's a lot of food. Do we travel or do I... You know what? I'm greedy. I think I'm gonna use all of these 3 and get these 6 food here. 2, 4, 6. Look at how much food we have. Now let's hope we can travel at some point. But wow. Oh, I didn't. I should leave them there for now. Okay, so we lose a supply again, which doesn't matter at the moment. Can we take a survivor? Actually, we can't afford any survivors at the moment, so we'll have to discard some. Let's just discard one of these here. Let's discard Thomas. Then we get a new zombie with the mutant giant. There are no zombie effects here. Alright, so we're done again. So let's hope we can draw a lot of survivors again, because I want to travel the next route at least. Okay, so refresh that. Over there, now we get 6 cards. Okay, that one doesn't count toward the limit. Uh-oh. Doesn't look too good. Okay, that's a lot of cards now. 5 and 6. So we have 3 survivors and 3 zombies. Okay. So we don't have a night phase this round. That's good. So we can't travel. That is a problem. But I also don't really want to use these. I don't want to use anything here. Well, we could use Bradley, get a survivor, get a finding. That might be not a bad idea, actually. Alright, then let's explore here. So we will use these 2, of course. Well, this will be barricade, of course. So we will get a finding with Bradley. We could get a backpack, but we will only, if everything goes well, we only need it next round. So let's take the ammo box for the next round. And that's it. Then we lose a supply. And we get a new survivor if we want to. Let's take Dwight. Like that. And the night phase doesn't take place this round because of the barricade. So yeah. Then let's discard everything. Alright, so we now have 5 cards. And we need to refresh that to... So we need 3 survivors this round. 2 survivors. 3 survivors, perfect. And 1 more card. Oh. 1 more card. Okay. So now I would like to travel, but then again, oh, we have a lot of good stuff here. I think I'm still not gonna travel this round. I don't think so. So what we are gonna do, we are going to do several things. First of all, we're going to use the ammo box, and if we use it, we have to discard it because there's such a trash icon here. So we need to put it on a discard pile here. But we get 3 ammo, that is good to have. Then the save I will use with Dwight. You see, and now it fits here perfectly. So he will give us 2 valuables if we use that. And then we will also use Dwight here. As far as I know, he will give us 1 more bullet, and also we can discard as many survivors as we want to and draw new cards. So let's discard Giles and also Kevin and see if we get anything good here. No, we don't. Okay, well, but that was pretty successful. So now we the evening phase, lose a supply, then we get a new survivor if we want to. Well, Takeshi is pretty good, but he's also very expensive. But let's take Takeshi. Costs us 3 food, and then we get a new zombie, mutant screamer, and also 2 new zombies because those down here. So another walker and another mutant giant. Uh-oh. So now we really need to travel next round if we can, because now we are having a few issues here. All right, refresh that. Volunteer marker there. 4 cards. 2. 1 more survivor, please. 1 more survivor, please. Uh-oh. But actually Takeshi can help us because Takeshi can now get rid one. Well, we could get rid of a zombie. Well, let's do that. Yeah, let's make Takeshi get rid of a zombie, so he can get rid of a walker, and that one is then completely gone from the deck. That's not too bad because we will have to reshuffle again. And Dev, he could give us a finding, but also a zombie. Well, are we going to do that? I don't think we're going to do that. Okay, so, and then get a new survivor. Dante wouldn't be too bad. Let's take Dante. He costs 1 supply and 1 valuable, and that is already it. Then nighttime, new zombie, mutant giant. Okay, now we are at the, now we already have the level 3 zombies, as you can see. And also zombie effects, there are none. Okay, so let's see. We draw 4 cards now. So that's 2 survivors. We need 1 more survivor, and then we can travel. Nice. We can travel. So that's what we're going to do now, immediately. Definitely. So we need to spend 3 supply and also get 2 new zombies in our discard pile. A mutant screamer and another mutant screamer. And now we are here. So now we're in the east there, and now we can turn over that card and see what we need. Okay, so we can win in 3 rounds. So the way this works now is the following. When it's the daytime phase, then we can choose to travel again and use that plane. And then we need to pay one of these costs, either 2 supplies and 1 valuable, 3 supplies and 3 valuables, or 6 valuables. We need to pay any of these, and then you see how many survivors we save. If we pay the highest amount, then we save 4 survivors. And if we pay the middle amount, then we save half of these survivors. And then if we pay the lowest amount, we save 1 of these survivors. 1 of 4 survivors, so to speak. So 1/4. So we count then all survivors in our discard pile, in our deck, and our exploration area. Like all survivors we count, and then we divide them by 4, by 2, or by nothing, and know how many survivors we saved. And that is our score for this round. So I will finish this round, and also next round I will then get some more food, and then we will probably travel already, because I'm not able to get any valuables easily, except if we have the save here. But otherwise we are not going to be able to get these valuables. The plane is the one where you need all the valuables, and I didn't build my deck at all for valuables. So yeah, so let's just continue with this round. So we have the evening phase, we lose a supply, we definitely need more supplies then, and we take or discard a new survivor. Well, now we can take a good survivor, like Lena for example, because we don't need our ammo for the getaway vehicle. So let's take Lena, 1 food and 2 bullets, and then we take a new zombie, which shouldn't matter because we hopefully don't have to reshuffle that deck again. And also zombies in the area don't have any effects, so that's fine. And now we do everything here again. Oh, over there. Oh, we're almost through with all these survivors. And then the over here, and we take 2 cards. Okay, so we could take Lena now with the 3 food. We can also survive. It doesn't really matter what we do. So let's just use her because we just got her. So that is 3 food. That's fine. Then we lose a supply. And then we can take a new survivor or discard one. Well, we could take Shen. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just going to discard. Because we are almost done with the game anyways. And I'm not going to spend any more stuff. Alright, so we get a new zombie. A mutant killer. And then zombie effects. There are none. That is good. Alright, so that's all the survivors we have. That's it. We get 3 cards again. 3 cards. Alright, so and now, you see, now we could already spend 2 supplies and 1 valuable. That's exactly what we have left to leave the island. And we only have 1 card in the entire deck that can give us valuables. So we are not gonna hunt for those. So this is why we will travel this round, take the plane and pay 1 valuable and 2 supplies to the guys taking us away from the island. And that's already it. What we do now for the final scoring is, now we take all the cards we accumulated here in our deck, also the discard pile. Now we count all the survivors. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We need to round that down. So let's round that down to 20 and divide it by 4 because we took the lowest here. So that is 5. So we were able to save 5 survivors. To be honest, last time it didn't go much differently. I had a different getaway vehicle, but I was only able to save 1/4 of the survivors too, but that was 4. And now I have 5, so it's a little bit better, but it's still not very good. I think there are ways to play that much better, but this was supposed to be a showcase to you for the game Journey with Zombies. So now let's check here quickly if we have one of the achievements. Score of 1 or less, no. Score of 10 or more. Eliminate 10 zombies, no, only 1. Win a game with a score of 18 or more, no. Then there's a specific zombie you can eliminate, or win a game with the antidote as a starting item. We don't have that either. So that means that we have 5 points. That's cool, but we don't get any of the special cards for the next game. Alright, and that is concludes my playthrough of Journey with Zombies that was entered in the 2021 Solitaire Print and Play Game Design Contest on BoardGameGeek. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. This is a video that is a little bit longer too, but I'll see how much I can cut out so you don't have to sit through almost an hour of footage. Alright, thank you very much for watching if you're still doing so, and why don't you drop by my channel? There are a lot of other board game videos that you might enjoy. Alright, thank you very much, take care, and cheers!